Hello folks, hey, we're just getting off the lake. We got the doggone boat out there. We caught a good many fish, but not a lot. And there's my old buddies, the ducks. Hey, we're gonna take you on a fishing trip today. It'll be over several days of fishing, just some highlights of crappie. Hope you enjoy the show. Thanks for watching the Old Fisherman videos. And the old ducks don't even know which way they want to go. But hey, we got a few, and I'll show you what I caught today, and I got a couple more partial clips of a couple of days fishing. We're just gonna put some highlights together. Thanks for watching the Old Fisherman videos, and let's go fishing. I'll show you what I'm doing. Good morning, folks. Hey, the Old Fisherman back with you. Hey, today we're gonna try a pair of Hensley's jigs out. We got a little stinger jig at the top, and then we got a hair tie jig there in the middle, and we got our old trusty pink lemonade at the bottom, Bobby Garland. We're gonna see if they'll hit any of his jigs, see what they want this morning. Hey, glad you could be with me on another episode of Loving Life. And let's see what we can do. I don't know if there's anything gonna bite or not today. It's cloudy. We're gonna see. We're gonna pull over here on this hole where we've been catching them and see if we can bring something out of that. Glad y'all could be with me on another episode. And we are definitely loving life. We're using a 7'6" rod, the GLF Shimano rod this morning with the three jigs on it one time. We're gonna try 3 jigs. I hadn't tried that. So we're gonna try 3 jigs and see if they'll bite 3 jigs. Maybe we catch 3 at a time. I don't know. I don't know if they'll hit this hair jig or not. I'm a big fan of plastic, but we'll see. We'll see. Drop it about. The main thing is 3 jigs on it. You don't want to drop it too far. You'll lose it. And now I got a longer rod, so that's going to mean my drop is a little bit different than the 7-foot. So I got to watch myself if I go too deep. If I go too deep, I'm messed up. Let's see if we can catch one on this hair jig. Be fun to find out. And they might not even be here today. I didn't come yesterday. So we give them a day's rest. We'll see if there's anything out here. Hey, look, uh-oh, there's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. Let's see what we got him on. There's one, let's see what he's on. Huh? Oh my, hey, it's on the hair jig, y'all. Look at him. Look at that slab crappie on the hair jig. Y'all see it? Perry's hair jig caught that slab crappie. That's a beauty too. Huh? That's a beauty. Slab crappie on a hair jig. How about that? Man, ain't that something? That's the first crappie I caught on a hair jig in probably 40 years. I'll be honest with you. Hey, but it caught one. Y'all seen it? Hey, let's see if we can put it back out. Catching nothing. He kind of grabbed it like it was a minnow. I thought I was hung on the brush and he was sucking on it. All right. Let's see if we can get another bite. Hey, that's one. That was a good one. Hey, that's over a pounder. Number 1. You gotta love that. On a hair jig and a 3 rig. And he hit the middle jig, y'all. He went by the pink lemonade to hit the middle jig. I'll be dog. Who would have thunk it? Not me. So we get on nothing. Gotta work it slow, I'm sure. Right there looks like a school of crappies right there to me, about 10 foot down. Right where we ought to be. I think it's a school of crappies and they just ain't biting. See if we can get another bite. He didn't even thump it. He just reached up there and kind of sucked it down like a minnow. What he doing? What he doing? He ain't taking it. That done come up. There he is. There he is. Got him finally. Finally got him. Took him a while, but finally got him. Pretty nice one. Got him on a pink lemonade. Hey, pretty nice crappie. Pink lemonade got him. I tell you, I know I see them. See that? Pink lemonade at the dog. Hey, let's see if we can get them nothing with old pink lemonade. Pink lemonade to get him now. I thought I was under him. I was starting to pull it up, and he thumped it. He thumped it. Let's drop back down. Go down about 4 times, see what happens. We're pretty close to it right in here. They might spook out after you catch a couple though. I don't know. There he is. There he is. We got another. That's a good one. 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 Where's my net? That's a good one. He might not be as big as I think he is, but he's big enough. He ain't big as I think he is. He's big enough though. He's big enough for sure. He's big enough. Pink lemonade got him again. Barely had him too. I tell you, right, the skin of his teeth is what we got him by. Look at that. Skin of his teeth. See if we get a nut. Hey, they down there. You can make them bite. There you go. Oh, that was a fish right there. We had one right there. Sure did. I thought I seen something look like crappies out there, and then I had a bite. See if we can get another bite. Doggone it. A whole school of fish out there. Look like to me. Right there. There you go. Had him again. Them's crappies. Hey, them's crappies. They ain't taking it, but them's crappies. Try it again. Try it again. I believe them's crappies out there. There you go. Got him that time. He nailed it too. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. He nailed it. Big old crappie. You got to dip him. Big old crappie. Hey, got him on a blue jig too. I just put a blue jig on and we just got us a 2-pound crappie. 1 3/4. Right at it. Nice one. I can tell you that. Good one. Thick crappie. Hit the blue jig. A blue jig. What he hit. Bobby Garland. And the Perry head. They got a white and blue Perry head with a blue jig, Bobby Garland jig. Look at that. Look at that, what size crappie that is. That's a good one, and that's the kind we're looking for. Huh? Hey, maybe we'll catch a couple yet. Hey folks, after about an hour, we finally got a crappie bite. I never seen nothing like it. Caught the devil out of them in here yesterday. Can't get a bite today. Finally, after about an hour of messing around, we finally caught one. See that? Them jokers know they peculiar. It was rainy yesterday and they bit yesterday, ain't bite today. Finally caught one. Maybe we mess around here and catch a couple more. Hey, same spot. Been all over this morning, ain't been able to get a bite. These doggone crappies are something. I don't mind telling you, they're something. Gotta give them nothing. They something. Maybe I'll turn on here. There you go. Got a nut. Got a nut. Just got to make them bite. They don't want to bite. What it is, they ain't biting. They out there, they ain't biting. We're making them bite, folks. We're making them bite. And they're hitting the dark green now. See that? That's what I'm talking about. Dark green now. They ain't hitting the pink lemonade. Or maybe they're just shallow is what it is. I'm letting it down about 10 foot. Maybe it's just shallow. We get a nut. We're going to have to pester them is what we want to do. That's nothing. Hey, we got to pester them. That's a good one. That's a real good one unless it's two. That's a real good unless it's two. That's a real good unless it's two. Huh? Unless it's two. We got two again. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. We got two again. Two again, folks. Two again at one time. Crappies. Some jokers, I tell you what. They sat down there and I fished and fished and fished and couldn't get a bite. And now I'm catching two at a time. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? I don't. Look at that. Jumbo magnums too. Two at a time. What? Two at a time. What I mean? Two at a time. There you go. Can't get a bite. Can't get a bite. Fished all over it. Come back again. Went striper fishing, come back. Didn't get a bite striper. Went out there for a little bit. Come back, and I'll be doggone if they ain't in here now. Or they starting to bite. I think they was in here the whole time. They just starting to bite. Drop it back down. Two times. Two times. All we got to do. Got another, folks. Got another crappie. Look at him. Got another. We aggravating these jokers till they bite is what we're doing. Aggravating these jokers till they bite. There he is again. Once you get one biting, another to bite. Ain't that something? It's amazing to me. That is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a nice one. Hey, got him on that doggone pink lemonade. Yesterday I kept calling it the pink champagne. I don't know what I was thinking about. Lost my mind, I think. But anyhow, pink lemonade. Y'all see it? Look at that. Look at the size of that crap. It's a good one, man. Doggone good one. Mess around here and catch a mess yet. Aggravate them. What we're going to do. Aggravate them till they bite. Once you catch one, it stirs them up. I got hung on that brush. I shook it up. Maybe they'll bite now. Sometimes it might take that. It's all a matter of when they feed. I think there's plenty of them down there the whole time. When they feed. Put it on them and hold it there for a second, he'll bump it. What I think. Hold it there a second, he'll take it. See, we get another. I know we can if we keep aggravating them. I know we can. Persistence is the key. Get a little breeze will help. It will definitely help. Especially with the sun shining. Need a little breeze. Catch one, throw it right back, catch another. Ain't that amazing? And then you go for a lull again. Through a lull and then boom, get another. Slow. I guarantee it's more out there. Betcha. Dingy of the water, which it ain't that dingy, it's a couple foot deep, you can see. But it's got more color in up there around my house. My house is clear. And them fish can see these jigs too good. They don't want to bite, they need minnows. But you can catch them on these jigs. I can catch them on minnows if I had minnows too. Guarantee on that. Tell you, I can also catch them on these jigs too, kind of. If you take your time, smell the roses, you can catch them on the jigs. Just got to smell the roses and they sucking it down. So, hey, it sits in front of him and he can't stand it and he takes it. That's what we're doing here, folks. See that? What I'm talking about. Sucking it down. Taking your time. Fish didn't bite early. They starting to bite a little bit now up in the day. It was up until the day that I got here yesterday. Because it rained and I sat in the truck for a long time while it was raining. And then I went striper fishing. Then I come over here, so it was about the same time of the day when I caught them yesterday. Only it was more overcast. Today it's sunshiny, but we're getting a little breeze. A little breeze is as good as overcast. Just taking our time, smelling the roses. There you know something, folks? It sets down there and sets down there, and finally one pops it. What I'm talking about. Finally one pops it. We got them figured out now. We got the spot, and we just keeping it on the same spot, catching these fish. Hand-sized crappies, good eating crappies. They're good eating size. They 3/4 to a pound, right? I ain't no whoppers like I was catching, but I don't care. They're nice. We're gonna catch our limit. We'll try to anyhow. We'll take our time, because we know they're still here. Doesn't matter when they're gonna feed. You sit there and watch that thing, and all of a sudden, bip, boom. I could be using a longer rod in this shallower situation. I got some crappie rods I could be using, but I like catching them on this little rod here. I really and truly probably ought to have a crappie rod out swinging around, a long rod, and sitting there and see if it can pick up one while it swings around. What I probably ought to be doing. And fish with 2 rods. I had minnows, I could put it out with minnows and fish with this one. Since they want it slow, you ain't twisting the boat too much on this. And you can just have a minnow rod hanging out and a crappie jig hanging out would be ideal. But I ain't got no minnows. Figured I can't catch with 20, I might as well catch them on the jig. But might not get 20. Might get 20 every time I go if I had minnows. But I got to go buy the minnows, keep the minnows alive overnight because I don't want to have to go hunting minnows early in the morning. So it's a lot of stuff involved with that. Why I don't do it. Minnows ain't cheap. I'm tight. Born and raised that way. Conservative. I think I had one brush on it right now. Right there's the spot, a little high spot there. Little brush is standing up some. That's right, that's where we need to be. Where the fish are when they're here. Right there. Probably got to leave and come back. Let them get in here a little bit. See you? Got a nut. Got a nut. Got a nut. Nice one too. Now that's a nice one right there. That's a nice one right there. Got it on the doggone key lime pie. Believe that. Look at that. Key lime pie. We just stuck another one. We just stuck another one. I put a green and white jig on there and we just stuck another one. Changed the color. Hey, we just stuck another one. I put that jig on Bruce Shealy sent me. They hitting that jig. I'm still on the same one. I ain't used it up yet. That's the biggest one of the day. Look at that. That's a good one. Hit that white jig. Stuck it. Changing around colors to try to get what fused down there has done seen the other jig. Where they'll bite this jig. Drop it back out. There you go. I tell you, right when you least expect it, one thumps it. I've never seen nothing like it. Hit that doggone green and white. They want that green and white now. Just when you least expect it, one thumps it. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my. They definitely want that green and white. That's what they want. Well, good morning, folks. Old Fisherman back with you again. We're on Lake Murray this morning. We got overcast conditions, calm. We're gonna try to catch some crappies here this morning on this lake. We don't know exactly where. We're gonna just hit a bunch of brush, new places that I know, but I haven't fished in a while. We're starting right here at the ramp this morning, and we're gonna see if we can catch a couple crappies in here. See if they'll bite. See if there's anything in here this morning. Glad y'all could be with me on another episode of Loving Life. And we're starting with the 3 jigs at one time this morning. I got a hair jig, a pink lemonade, a Bobby Garland, and then we got a darker color blue and gray Bobby Garland at the top. We're gonna see if we can catch a couple fish here this morning on this lake. Loving Life. A lot of times it's overcast conditions like this, they don't want to bite right. I don't know what it is, but I'm seeing some shad or something down there. Could be crappies. A lot of times you get mixed up on what they are. So the crappies will stream up, if they're big crappies, and stream back down. And shad will just sit there in bright yellow. If they separate and stream up, stream back down, that's what we're looking for. But right now we just got a school of fish down there. It could be herring, it could be smaller crappies. You don't really know exactly with this fish finder. And it takes a lot of experience to look at this fish finder and catch fish while you're looking at it and relate to what you're seeing and what you're catching to know what type of fish is down there. Stripers, I don't have a problem with. I can tell you what they look like. Sometimes crappies will throw you off unless they streaming up and streaming down. White perch, I don't have a problem with. I know what they are. But you got to get them grouped up is the key. You got to have fish grouped up to catch them. If they ain't grouped up, they're hard to catch. I started yesterday with this 3 rig and caught the first fish on the hair jig yesterday and never caught another on the hair jig after that. So I'm not sure about the hair jig. I might have to go back to my double rig. There's one. That's a good one. We got a good one. We got a good one. We got a good one right off the bat. We got a good one. See what he's on. Let's see what he's on. He's on that dark blue jig. Not the hair jig, but the dark blue jig. Dark day. I'm thinking that it ain't dark blue, but it's blue and gray. Bobby Garland, and the first crappie of the day is on. And you got to love that. And he stuck it. And the only problem about all these 3 jigs is this net I got. It'll get all up in the net, and that's could be a little major problem. And then we got to get all these jigs out the net. But anyhow, hey, it's something you got to do. You want to fish like this with 3 jigs, when you dip them, it's a good opportunity. And I'll show you if I can get the doggone thing out the net, what I caught him on. I want y'all to look at this crappie. First one this morning. That is a super dog magnum crappie right there, buddy. That's a pretty crappie. Look at that. Beautiful crappie. And I'll show you the jig I caught him on right off the bat. Perry Hensley jig head, blue and white, got little eyes in it. And I'll have to get the jig pack out to see what color that jig is. But let me tell you something. I caught one yesterday when I put it on, so I'm thinking that might be a good color. We might have changed, and we got the 3 rig, I'll show it to you. I got 2 swivels. I got a swivel, I come down about 10 inches, and I got that jig I just caught the fish on. Then I got another swivel under that jig with the hair jig on it, about 8 inches. And then we go down to the last jig with a lead at the bottom, in between the last 2. That's what I'm doing here this morning, and we hope we can catch fish with it. Another thing you need to do is always hold your line, and I'll show you right off the bat. I hold my line and I pull the line back toward the hook, and that makes that jig set vertical. See there? Excuse me, horizontal. See that? Horizontal. That's where you want your jig setting, right there, horizontal. Important. And that's all of them. I'll do the same thing on all of them. I don't tie the loop knot. You can get by with a loop knot and do the same thing. It's just something I do. Hey, we got one. There's a chance. There's some more in here. We're gonna pull back. It's clearer water over here than where I caught the fish the other day on the other side. This water's not as dirty, And that might be what's happening to my water over yonder. They were shallower over here. We're in 26 foot of water here. Over there, we was in 18 foot of water. So a little clearer the water, so you might the fish might be hanging out suspended over this deeper brush. Is what I think. Not necessarily true. I'm thinking out loud when I talk. All I know is we caught the first one. We're using a 7'6" rod with a 3 rig. This is the one I use for all the bass and stuff at Monticello. We got 8-pound test, Seaguar line, Invis line. It's an 8-pound test, and it's in the yellow carton of the Seaguar line. Not the red label, but the Seaguar. And I like the Invis line the best, I think. Both of them are good. All right, we got to get back up here to where we caught that fish and get our net situation. That fish right there was 1.25 pounds at least, if not more, right off the bat. So you can't beat that. All right, we're getting back up to the sweet spot. I see fish down there. And whether they all crappies, I don't know. If they crappies, we get them stirred up, we might catch us a mess. Right here. Right there is the spot, right there. It comes up to about 15 foot, and it's in 27 foot of water. So whatever's down there is sticking up. And I caught that crappie suspended this morning. So there's a good chance they're gonna be up this morning. We're gonna turn this trolling motor down to about 3 and go real slow with it. See if we can catch a nothing. Good chance we can get another one in here. I know it's nothing out there. Ain't no doubt. That crappie ain't by itself. Crappies don't live by themselves. They might be the only one that bites, but they don't live by themselves. Let's see if we can get a nothing. It's slow. You know what that is? Oh, he thumped it. He thumped it. He thumped. That's a good one too. That's a real good one. That might be a striper. If that ain't a striper, that's a doggone big crappie. Great day, is that sucker pulled. It's got to be a striper. If that's a crappie, that's a monster. I can tell you that much. It's a striper. It's what I was afraid of. A little striper. Hey, got him on the hair jig. Look at that. Caught him on the hair jig. Caught that striper on the hair jig, folks. We got to keep him because the law says, now I can throw him back, but I can't keep him, I can't catch him at 5. But the problem is, if I'm fishing for crappies, my question is, all these game wardens and whoever made this stupid law, if I'm fishing for crappies and I catch 5 stripers, I got to quit fishing for crappies? Now people, somewhere in my education, that don't go together. They need to start thinking about what these laws that they put out here and start doing a little bit better. That's my opinion. I ain't trying to put nobody down, but look, common sense is common sense. And there is no sense in anybody having to quit fishing if he's crappie fishing and he catches 5 stripers. And I'm gonna show it to you if I can get it up there. You see that hair jig? That joker is, I can't hold a striper. The striper will cut you. If you get in behind the gill plate, he will cut you. But we caught him on Pear's jig, little green jig. How about that? And a pink head. Green jig with a pink head, folks. And that joke on hooks got him too, buddy. There it is. Hey, he's a nice little striper. But my question is to the game warden. I'm out here fishing for crappies and I catch 5 stripers like that. I got to go home and I can't fish for crappies no more because 5 stripers bit my hook. Really not intelligent law. I don't know how to put it. This is not a good law. They need to reevaluate. Everything in life needs to be reevaluated after a while. You can't go on doing the same dumb stuff over and over. You got to get smarter. And that's a dumb law. If I'm out here fishing with herring 4 stripers, I can understand it. But folks, I cannot understand it the way it is now. I just can't understand it. Okay, let's drop it back out and see if we can get a nothing. Hey, that's 2, but it ain't a crappie. I want crappies. I really don't want a striper. But I can assure you this. I'm probably going to throw that striper back as soon as I get off this crappie brush fire. I got a lot of water in my drum this morning. Them crappies yesterday lived all day long in that drum without any aeration. I got aeration live well, but I like to put them in that drum. And when I go to leave, if he's small, I'll throw him back. Now we got a little drizzly rain coming in here now. Hey, that should turn the fish on. This ought to be a good day for brush pile fishing. They're gonna probably be suspended, huh? Boy, that joker thumped, didn't they? Thumped. Yeah, old Perry's jig. That's Perry Senior now. All right, get over here on this little spot that we got. I don't know what's down here. I did not drop this, but I found it, okay? I don't know what it is. If it's something sunk, I ain't never got hooked up on nothing. Or if it's one of them plastic brush piles, I don't know. There he is. There he is, right when I thought we wasn't gonna catch one, we got one. Ain't that something? Beats anything I ever seen. Nice one too. Hey, nice one too. Got him on that blue jig again. Hey, they like that dark jig. Folks, they like that dark jig. That dark Bobby Garland's what they're hitting out the 3 with the Perry head on it. Y'all see it? That's a nice crappie too. Had to work for him, but we got him. Look at that. Pretty one. Both of them crappies are nice ones. Good crappies. We're gonna see. There he is. We got one already. One done nailed it. Nice one too. Hey, a good one. Good one. That might be a striper. That might be a striper. That ain't no crappie. That ain't no crappie. That's a striper. That ain't no crappie. If it's a crappie, it's a monster. I can tell you that. He thumped it. Striper. What I was afraid of. Doggone striper. Little striper. He's in there on this brush. Look at him. Look at that. In here on this brush. He nailed it too. That blue jig. Blue Bobby Garland. Look at that. Huh? Blue Bobby Garland. He thumped it. I thought that was a big old crappie. That's what I was hoping it was. But it's not. Hey, we got to live with it. Come on right here, boy. Come here. About tore up my jig. See that old blue jig? And I tore my jig. Slam up. Look at that. Nice little striper. I tell you what, you never know what you're gonna catch. He thumped it down. He tore it slam up too. We're going to have to put another on there. There he is. There he is. Hey, maybe we got to make him bite. Blue jig again. Blue jig again. Tell you what, these crappies set down, set down, set down. They don't bite, and bip. Then you catch one. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hey, he's good eating size. See if we can get another one. Hitting that blue jig now. Blue black shad, they call it. Blue back shad. Drop it down, see what happens. They might be off. There he is. Look at that. You got to stir them up. You got to stir these doggone crappies up. Look at that, what a crappie. Look at that, what a crappie. On that doggone blueback hair and a blueback shad again. Y'all see it? Huh? Y'all see it? Look at that. Blueback shad. They ain't hitting the paint on the day now.